So our project is about the emotional intelligence leadership theory. I'm Devin.
I'm Delina.
It's your girl, Jamie.
And I'm Catherine.
And
Okay, there are three components of emotional intelligence. The first component is to recognize your own feelings and emotions. The second component is to manage your own emotions. And the third component is to recognize unspoken concerns. Okay, recognizing your own feelings and emotions. In order to provide assistance to other members of the nursing team, the nurse leader must be capable of reviewing their own feelings and emotions. However, you must also be able to suspend judgment and remain calm despite personal feelings of certain situations.
Okay. When managing your own emotions, you must, take a deep breath and breathe so you can re-oxygenate your brain. Notice you're never alone. You can always ask for help because you're on a team, and just remain calm and focus on what's like most important and what's safe when you're in a nursing leadership position. And the emotionally intelligent leader invites constructive criticism not only from superiors but other team members also. This encompasses managing own emotions by welcoming advice if the nurse leader is unable to channel their emotions, handling many demands without losing focus, and create opportunities for what seems to be a problem. Okay. And also, when you need to, as a nurse leader, you got to recognize problems within the unit. People don't speak up about these problems, and ways you can do that is just by listening to people you work with and just showing attention to your coworkers so they can come to you and tell you about the unspoken concerns you have.
okay, so there are very obvious positive aspects to having an emotionally intelligent leader. And some research that we did, we found that higher levels of emotional intelligence correlates with higher levels of happiness within the workplace. So that's a very obvious positive aspect of it. Um, Being able to be in a happy work environment just from being an emotionally intelligent leader, what Dylan and Jamie talked about, is a very nice place to work. Um, we also found that nurse leaders with emotional intelligence have a positive impact on others' caring behavior. So if you have an emotionally intelligent nursing leader, then that could impact how the other nursing team members care for their patients and care for one another as a team. Um, and we found that nursing performance can be boosted among nursing team members that have an emotionally intelligent leader. So this is saying that the performance the nurses provide and the care that they provide can be boosted um, based on the emotionally intelligent leader. So a negative aspect that we found is not directly related to being an emotionally intelligent leader, but they have found that emotional intelligence in the workplace does not always make for a happy home. So their personal life can be uh, in distress, per se, because they give too much attention to their workplace and they give too much attention to the people they work with. Um, but it's that the article we found said that high emotional intelligence at work does not always translate to the same attention at home with family. So this just causes tension on the family, and therefore the person can feel stressed out about their home life and bring that to work, causing them to have problems being performing in an emotionally intelligent way at work. So in order to help you understand exactly what an emotionally intelligent leader is, I made up this example here, and it says, as a nurse leader in the emergency department, one of your nurses is facing a dilemma because they had a patient just die from complications associated with coronavirus, and the nurse is not vocalizing their emotions. Not only is the patient's sudden death distressing the nurse, but also the fact that she had to let the family know via FaceTime. The emotionally intelligent nurse leader first assesses herself and how she feels about the current situation. Then she must manage her emotions and welcome advice if needed. Following this, she assists the nursing team member, whether it be helping with other patients' assignments or talking with the nurse to ensure they are able to handle circumstances. So this nurse is able to recognize that somebody on the team is not handling the situation well, and we have all heard about many nurses that are having a hard time dealing with the patient who dies from a complication related to coronavirus, and then that nurse has to call the family and tell them, and the family does not receive any closure about the patient's death. So it's distressing to the nurse. Well, this nurse leader is emotionally intelligent and realizes that that nurse is having a hard time with that situation, and the nurse looks at her own self. She's not biased about how she feels. She thinks about her in that situation, and she really understands her own feelings about it. Then if she has a problem, then she manages her emotions and deals with it. And if somebody has advice for her, then she takes it. And then after that, she recognizes the unspoken concern and helps the nurse team member by doing anything that helps them handle the situation.
Okay, so there are some questions that you can ask yourself related to emotional intelligence. One would be, do you feel emotional intelligence can be taught? If so, which component would you place more focus on? So either the managing your own feelings, recognizing the unspoken feelings. Another question could be, why do you feel we are just now learning of this term and what it means to be an emotionally intelligent leader? And finally, what do you feel the consequences could be if we are not able to recognize our own emotions?
So that is all we have. And if you have any questions, concerns, problems, comments, we would welcome them in the discussion post. Thank you.